How's it going, YouTube? It's Elliot here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Elliot Reads video, and welcome to a very late October TBR. So I'm going to be going through the books that I'm going to be reading for the month of October. Well, I've already started them, of course, because it's like halfway through October. But I'm going to go through the books that I'm reading and say a little bit about them. And yeah, I'm probably not going to read many because the books that I've chose are quite chunky boys. But I did do this last year as well. I read the Amityville Horror and The Exorcist last year, and then I threw in like a more chill one. It was still like in theme with spooky season. It was about a witch, so I kind of want to do this again this year, like read more heavy horror and then put in a light-hearted one just to wrap it up and, you know, and balance it out a bit, sort of thing. But yeah, the three books that I'm going to be reading, I'm going to tell you about. It's an author I'm going to be reading for the first time. I've wanted to read this author for quite a long time. I know they've got a very vast collection of books out, and yeah, but I'm going to start with probably the most popular ones that I'm well known, and obviously, like I said, they're very chunky, so hopefully I'll be able to get through the two of them and get to the third light-hearted one by the end of October. So as you guys probably know, I film all of my content in my room. So with it being spooky season and this being a Halloween TBR, I've had to make my room match the aesthetic for this video. So yeah, I'm going to show you how Halloweeny my room is. So let's have a look what I've got in my room to make it Halloweeny. So of course, guys, we have the Halloween bed sheets going on, the duvet cover. We have that going on. So that's cats with Halloween costumes on. Very in vibe because I love cats. Then of course we've got the throw to go with it, which is cats on broomsticks and on pumpkins and with bats. Very on vibe, guys, very on vibe. But yes. Then we've got my Stitch hot water bottle, which is also Halloween themed. Very cool. Then we've got the Skelly Cat. Yeah, Skelly Cat. I know Rainbow Cat doesn't go with it, but he's a vibe, so he stays there with Skelly Cat. And they keep each other company. Rainbow Cat is called Skittles. I don't have a name for Skelly Cat yet, so leave name suggestions in the comments, please. Awesome. And we've also got these two little guys from McDonald's Happy Meals. Yes, I am a grown adult ordering Happy Meals so I can get these dudes. I've got two from the collection so far. I'm very happy about it. I need the rest of them though. And then of course we've got this wonderful cup. Look at this, guys. It's got a straw and everything. Very cool, very sexy. Look, I'm Skelly's having a good time. But yes, we've got that. And of course, I'm watching Halloween to keep with the vibes. Very spooky. And last but not least, we have the pumpkin candle. Ooh, very cool, guys, right? Look at that. Awesome. And that is currently burning this pumpkin chai, which is very in theme with Halloween. Yes, this is what's burning in my little friend here. Very cool. But yeah, proper in vibe with it, guys, because since I record a lot in my room, I had to make it pretty much Halloweeny. So yeah, awesome. Let's get into the video. So the first book that I'm reading for the month of October, which I've already started, is of course Pet Sematary by Stephen King. I'm reading two Stephen King books, so these are my first Stephen King books I'm going to be reading, and I'm very excited. I've already started Pet Sematary, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Stephen King is the king of horror, as everyone knows, so I'm very excited to get stuck into these books. But I know, like, it's very lengthy, and it goes into a hell of a lot of detail, more than the movie, and it's very gory and explicit. I'm looking forward to that, my dudes. I'm looking forward to it. But anyways, let's get into it. So, like I said, the first book that I'm reading for the month of October is Pet Sematary, which is about Dr. Lewis Creed moves his family to Maine, and they meet a local called Judd Crandall. And after the Creeds move into their new home, their cat is accidentally killed, so Crandall advises Lewis to bury it in the grounds of the old pet cemetery, because there's a pet cemetery beside their house. So he suggests that Lewis bury that pet there. Weirdly enough, the cat returns to life, but it's very different. It has a very big personality change, and it's just not right. Something wrong with it. But then, unfortunately, their son, Gage, tragically dies. So Lewis has the bright idea to bury their son in the pet cemetery where they buried the cat. Because the cat came back to life, why can't Gage come back to life? But of course, Judd Crandall tries to tell him that's not a good idea and warns him not to do it because it could unleash something very bad because the cat came back not normal. So if Gage comes back, he's not going to be the real Gage, the normal Gage that comes back. But he does it despite the warnings and despite having visions of a patient that he's seeing. But then, of course, it unleashes a darkness that haunts the family in very, very terrifying ways. So yeah, not a good idea to bury your kids in a pet cemetery where they come back to life. But anyways, guys, I'll read the back so you get an idea of what it's about in more detail. When the Creeds move into a beautiful old house in rural Maine, it all seems too good to be true. Physician, father, beautiful wife, charming little daughter, and adorable infant son are now an idyllic home. As a family, they've got it all, right down to the friendly car. But the nearby woods hide a blood-chilling truth more terrifying than death itself, and hideously more powerful. The Creeds are going to learn that sometimes dead is better. So, very excited to read Pet Sematary. Very excited to read my first Stephen King book. And yeah, that is the first book that I'm going to be reading for the month of October. Okay guys, the second book that I'm going to read for the month of October is It by Stephen King. Of course, lengthy book, and it goes into a lot more detail. And very graphic compared to the film, because obviously they can't show that in the film. And to be honest guys, I freaking hate clowns. I refuse to watch the movie, but I'll read the book. Am I doing the right thing? Have I let myself in for a nightmare? Am I going to have nightmares for the rest of my life after reading this book? Probably. Am I going to be scared of clowns even more? Probably. But I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to brave it, guys. I'm going to be a brave boy. But anyways, let's get into what it is about. So, it is obviously about, as you all know, about Pennywise the Clown, who stalks the town of Derry and kills children by luring them into the sewers. He's a shapeshifter. He can appear as a clown or he can appear as something much more horrific. And obviously, he forces people to face their worst nightmares and, yeah, basically kills children. But these group of bullied boys, 7 of them, come together and overcome their personal fears to battle with Pennywise the Clown. Very scary. Probably going to hate reading this book. Because like I said, I freaking hate clowns, but let's see how I get on with it then, shall we? But anyways, I'll read the back so you get an idea of what it is actually about in more detail. We all float down here. Derry, Maine is just an ordinary town, familiar, well ordered for the most part, a good place to live. It is a group of children who see and feel what makes Derry so horribly different. In the storm drains, in the sewer, it lurks, taking on the shape of every nightmare, each one's deepest dread. Sometimes it appears as an evil clown named Pennywise, and sometimes it reaches up, seizing, tearing, killing. Time passes and the children grow up, move away and forget, until they are called back once more to confront it, as it stirs and coils in the sullen depths of their memories, merging again to make their past nightmares as terrible as the present reality. Oh my goodness. I'm in for a treat, my guys. Very, very excited to read this one. Even though I hate clowns, I'm very excited to read both of these Stephen King books. And I'm hopefully going to read more Stephen King books in the future because I love Stephen King's work. But obviously I've watched like The Shining and I've watched like Carrie and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into some novels of Stephen King and seeing how his writing is different from the movies that are portrayed from his books. So yeah, I'm very excited to get into these 2 Stephen King books. But that is the second book that I'm reading for the month of October. Okay guys, the third book that hopefully I'll get to in the month of October is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. So this is about Cassie, who is an artist and is just trying to make a living, but obviously being an artist is tough and it's hard to make a living on. So she's on the brink of being evicted from her home. Desperately, she's scouring ads to try and find a place to live, and she comes across an apartment that's too good to be true. She feels like there's a catch to this. She feels like her roommate has a secret going on because he's pretty much not normal. He sleeps throughout the day and then he's out doing things at night. He could just be a night owl, but who knows, guys? He could be a night owl, but she tries to investigate what is actually happening and what is this guy up to. Then she finds blood bags in the fridge and she's like, well, that's not normal. And he has to kind of come clean about what he actually is. And I think they kind of like form a romantic bond together, which is very interesting. Yeah, that is the light-hearted one that I want to add on to the other reads, because obviously these Stephen King books are going to be very heavy-hitting with the gruesomeness and horror. So I kind of want to put this one on as a light-hearted one. So hopefully I'll get to this one. But I'll read the back of the book so you get an idea of what it's about in more detail. Cassie Greenberg loves being an artist, but it's a tough way to make a living. On the brink of eviction, she's desperate when she finds a too-good-to-be-true apartment in a beautiful Chicago neighborhood. Cassie knows there has to be a catch. Only someone with a secret to hide would rent out a room for that price. Of course, her new roommate, Frederick G. Fitzwilliam, far from normal. He sleeps all day, is out at night on business, and talks like he walked out of a Regency romance novel. He also leaves Cassie heart-melting notes around the apartment, cares about her art and asks about her day. And he doesn't look half bad shirtless. On the rare occasion they're both home and awake, but when Cassie finds bags of blood in the fridge that definitely weren't there earlier, Frederick has to come clean. Cassie's sexy new roommate is a vampire and he has a proposition for her. So yeah, I'm really excited to read that one. It sounds really cool and really fun. I like the idea of this. This is very cool. Yeah, I'm excited to read all 3 books that I've got for this month. And hopefully I'll get to the more light-hearted one. But like I said, the Stephen King books are pretty chunky. I read them mostly on I'm reading these ones on my iPad. And the It one, because I like my writing quite big on my iPad, so I can actually see it. Because I'm getting old now, guys. It's hard to see the writing. I like it quite a big thing, so the size I have it, it's saying that the book is 3,000 pages on my iPad. So I've only got an iPad mini. I don't have like the big one. It's gonna take us a while to get through it, so I'm glad it's my second book. So hopefully I'll get to my roommate is a vampire as well. So hopefully. But yeah, that is the 3 books I'll be reading for the month of October. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit about them, and I'll be back at the end of the month with my reviews, hopefully. Hopefully I won't be too late with this one, like I have been with this one and the previous one, I think it was. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to catch you guys for the next video. Peace out guys for tonight. Bye for the video.